obviously you have your son now. Do you would you consider having more kids?
I don't know, you know, I think like not now, not at the moment.
Not at the moment, yeah.
Like it would take a fucking miracle of a man to convince me to have a
Okay.
And also, I hated being pregnant. I hated it. I hated every second of it.
Yeah. Would you?
Felt like I had an alien moving around me.
Put a pin on that. Obviously, not like you know, having more kids. What is the right man to you? Tell me, because I've seen some of your TikTok. You're saying taking no authority from men. You know what I mean? I've seen them. I've seen some of the TikTok. You're saying like, oh, like you know, I've just been. I can't handle authority, and then especially authority from men. So you've had.
No,
you've had
do you know what I did? I did that though. That video.
Yeah. Explain it.
That video was because a guy tried to tell me what to do, and it pissed me off.
Was it in a work situation?
No, it wasn't even in a work situation. It was just like, can't remember. It was actually conflict over one of my TikToks.
Really?
Yeah, because fuck it, let's talk about it.
Yeah, talk. No, listen,
so
let it out.
I did this TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, there was this girl who we were like mutual friends with online. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, like have girls overline that. Like you comment on each other's posts, whatever. And anyway, she I commented something like, "Oh, I could kiss you," as a response to her complimenting me.
So the girl said that to you?
No, I said, "Oh, I could kiss you." Like,
okay,
This is how you show love. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how you show love. And then somebody told me that her boyfriend actually got hella vexed about the fact I said that. I was like, "Oh, go kiss her." Blah. And I just thought it was funny. I thought that was funny. That her boyfriend got like a bit worked up over it. Maybe he's having a bad day, but it was just funny to me. So I made a TikTok and I was like, "Oh, I might just steal his girl." Like. You can tell I'm joking. Like,
obviously, sarcastically.
I am sarcastic bitch. So I'm just like jumping all over the place, like just like hiding by, like just being a dickhead, yeah. And then like the girl messaged me, she's like, "Who's it about?" I'm like, "Well, obviously it's about you." Like, I'm not trying to hide.
Obviously, it's about you, brother.
Like, who else is it gonna be about? Like, I'm not about to lie. Like, I thought it was a pretty like open thing, like obvious, and. And then basically, like, she messaged me, she's like, "You best take that down or he's going to go sick at you. I wouldn't want that for you." Like, all this just, like, weird stuff. And I was just like, "What?" And then basically he started sending me loads of voice notes just like, "You best take it down, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, I don't know if you know me, but I don't like to be told what to do. So if you've come to me nicely and been like, "Listen, please delete it. Like, it's just going to cause, cool." But to, like, threaten me with a gun. I'm not about to feel threatened.
Now that you've given me that context, I can understand it more. Like, no, definitely I agree. That geezer, insecure to the core. Yeah, by the sounds of
like,
it, you know what I mean?
Each their own, and I don't really care. But yeah, that specific video I made about like, being told what to do by a man was literally about that. Like, I'm not gonna feel threatened by a guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, bleh, that was it.
I think what.
But in general, I'm not like a soul man hater.
No. Because
men are gross. I do work in a bar, and you get gross fucking men.
Listen, I say this all the time. Listen, there are creepy men out there.
There are some of the creepy. I swear to God.
I have seen it. Do not get me wrong. I always go on about. Listen, if you're a geezer. And you're going out, yes, you want to be on the pool. You want a pool gal. Listen, I get it. But if a girl says no, it is no, bruv. You be like, "Listen, darling, have a nice night. I'll see you soon." And you go chat to a next girl, and maybe she's interested in you. Like, it's not this like, "Oh, if I'm persistent, maybe she should." Nah, bruv. If she says no, have a nice night, darling. Thank you for meeting me. Thank you for meeting you. See you later. Boom. Next. Do you know what I mean? It's not you don't need to be this like, because I've been out in Roses and prom, obviously, and then I'm seeing man, bruv, like grabbing up girl. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
No, it's so good.
What the fuck?
The little hand on the waist is moving.
Nah. That's not acceptable. That men should not be moving like that. That is not acceptable at all. Because I'm thinking, if I've got a daughter, bro, I'm gonna go ape shit. I will go ape shit. That will piss me off if I know some guys are touching up my daughter. That will piss me off massively. And like, I think men, they should be gentlemen, but then on the flip side of that, they should be gentlemen to women who are deserving of it.
You've also got to have that alpha.
Of course. Well, this is what I always going about. I feel like a lot of guys are like, "Oh, yo, this girl's fire. I'm like, bruv, stop worrying about what girls are fire. Make yourself a man that girls want, and then it won't be a problem. "Oh yeah, this girl's fire. Because then girls are gonna want you, and then you know you're a man of value. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. It's kind of like one of them.
Well, I'll tell you a story.
Oh, go
since
on.
we're on the subject
hit me
of
with
men being creepy. So I was out at like a local pub with my friend, yeah. And we sat down. There was this guy, and he was just like really, really chatty. And he goes out and he comes back in, and he's literally bought this homeless guy in. And
Homeless guy?
Yeah. And he's like bought him food. Cool, like nice. He comes over to us and starts chatting to us like, oh, I've just bought in this homeless guy and I bought him food. Told us like 6 times, and I was like, he really wants to be a hero. So then we was just, me and my friend like sat and he's like, oh, do you want a drink? And I was like, no, thank you, I'm fine. And he's like, are you sure? Let me get you a drink. I was like, no, thanks, I'm fine. He's like, you can come to the bar with me to get you a drink. I was like, I'm literally fine. He was like, you can come to the bar and see it be made. He said, I'm not going to spike you. I'm not going to rape you.
Is that what he said?
That's on my life. That's what he said. Me and my friend just looked at each other like, did he actually say that to us? Like, oh, what?
That is
weird, innit?
That
weird.
is red flags. Okay, like, do you know what it is? Like, as men, like, because I think there's like 10% of men who are genuinely just like gentlemen. They're like they're comfortable in themselves. And when okay, yes, you may see a woman you find beautiful, and yeah, you want to go over and approach them or whatever, rah rah rah. But if she says no, I'm not interested, that's not a problem. You don't take it personally. You just be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's what it is. That she's I'm just not her type. Yeah, no, it's not even ego. It's like a scarcity mindset, because a lot of these 80% of men who are creepy or whatever, they just do not get gal. They don't get girls, so they're just so, because
they got that creepy vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, there can be some pen guys, you chat to them for 5 minutes
and they're like, yeah, no.
The vibe is creepy. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're talking about, because I've had pals who have been like 6'4" tall, good looking. Soon as they open their mouth,
no, thank
bye.
you.
Yeah. No, but I genuinely believe it's this like kind of scarcity mindset, like, oh my god, that's the girl I want, and then it brings off this sort of creepy aura, which then obviously you're not dumb, like you pick up on that. I almost think that's like a survival instinct. Okay, he's weird, he's probably gonna kill me in a river somewhere.
You have to be calculated.
No.
If every move you make with a man is not calculated, then you have to be.
No. I completely agree, and I don't think men should be out here touching up girls, and doing all this creepy shit. Like, focus on being the best version you can be. Build your business. Go to the gym. Get yourself fit. Stop thinking about porn and vagina.
Porn is poison.
It's poison. It's poison. It really, really is. Like, stop thinking about all this poison in your mind.
My advice is just to stop watching it. Like, it literally is poison for the brain.
Yeah, no, it is. Like, why the fuck are you watching that shit? It's not real. You're not there. You're not shagging that girl. Fucking stop watching it. Make yourself a better man, and naturally, as you grow as a man, you will naturally attract the girls who are into you, and it will be a healthy interaction. Do you know what I mean? It won't be this creepy, like, oh my god, baby, you're so cute. Can I buy you? You know what I mean? It's like you just like, ugh, what the fuck? And I completely agree with you. It should not be going on. I always say this is like, if a girl says no, it's no. You know what I mean?
Even up to the very last second.
Yeah. No. I'm always for that. But I think on the flip side, I think girls should also just kind of look for men that are gonna like have like real value. Because I see a lot of girls go for like just absolute twat, something at the same time. Like, you're going for a drug dealer. You're going for something because he might be a bit cool or whatever. He might have that kind of bad man attitude. But you got to think, is this guy gonna be a good father to my children? Oh, that was I feel like that was a bit of that was not meant to be personal. I just meant that genuinely. But you just gave me like a like. That was my like, yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Do you mind if I ask about that? So, like, is your baby daddy still in the life of your son?
I can't.
You can't talk about it.
No, I can't because of legal reasons at the moment.
That's not a problem. So, how are you finding like the cost of living at the moment then?
Everything is mad expensive, you know. Petrol, food, fucking energy, everything.
Yeah.
But do you know the thing to do with energy providers though? I literally saw this the other day is to not just stop paying your bill, but raise a complaint with them. then cancel your
I've
direct
seen
debit.
that on TikTok,
And then when you've opened a
yes,
complaint, they can't do any like debt collection, like anything to do with court. They can't act on your debt
until that's up there.
until the complaint is resolved. But the thing is, don't resolve the complaint. Keep saying
it long as
whatever they offer you, just say no until it gets a deadlock, and then they have to file that with some, I can't remember what it's called, something higher than them. For every complaint they have to file, it costs the energy company £500.
It does. So it's
just
more
do that.
effort.
Just do that.
Yeah, no, listen, I've had this conversation with my mom and a few other people. It's like, yeah, just put a complaint up and you leave it up there, and they can't do anything until that complaint is resolved.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then they're forced to take it to court or whatever they need to do.
Yeah, but they can't. That's the thing. They can't take it to court.
Oh, they can't take it to
They
court.
can't
Okay,
take
might be
any
wrong.
legal action, nothing, until that complaint is resolved. But don't say yeah. So when they're trying to resolve it with you, offer you less money.
Just
Just
be long,
keep saying
be
no.
long,
Just
be
keep-
long,
just
be
keep
long.
rejecting
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. Till it comes to deadlock. When it comes to deadlock, they then have to lodge it higher. That costs them £500.
Exactly. So
Kill the energy companies.
listen, billion pounds in profit. Wow.
Yo,
like
isn't Shell's
No.
profit something like 9.8 billion or something?
it is crazy. Well, there's people out here.
It's
like,
a greed crisis.
Yeah.
It's not a cost of living.
Well, this goes back to what you're saying about the elite. Like this is
Yeah. It's
all-
everything. It's
This is
everything.
all like the middle class has been destroyed. This is like the rich. You either have yachts or you have knots. Do you know what I mean? Like you're one of that team. You're on the rich side making loads and billions and millions of pounds, or you're choosing between clothes and heating your house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like I feel like, as you said, but the thing is, more and more people are waking up to it. And I genuinely think there's probably going to be a fucking revolution in Parliament.
There is. Are you
Yeah,
mad?
yeah. There's going to be like, well, we're not standing for this shit anymore. At all. So, where are you working at the moment? Is like, I've seen, obviously, you've been, like you said, you've been bouncing between jobs. Like, what, like?
No, I was.
Yeah.
Since I had a kid, obviously, there's someone else that I have to look after, so I've had to be consistent
Yeah,
on work.
of course.
So I used to work at like a dessert shop, which was fucking awful.
Was that the manager who was like bare narcissistic and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to stop posting because you just come in too close. What the hell, man? Just online safety. Come on. Yeah, he was a wanker, and now I work at a bar, and it's cool.
You work at a bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a hotel bar thing.
And is that like, are you just surviving or are you struggling or?
I live pretty much paycheck to paycheck. Like, I can't lie. Like,
That's what I mean.
It's me as a kid, my house, my car, my music. Like, I work. I don't even go out. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, any event that I'm at is a music event, an opportunity, networking. And other than that, my money goes into studio and stuff like that. Like, I don't. Like, I'm not a designer gal. I don't be going out all the time. I just
but
focus
you're a
on
mom.
my dreams and then my kids' needs.
No, but
I did you like rhyme there?
No, but I respect that, because obviously if it was just you, you'd be like, oh yeah, I might go out, I might do, but no, you've got someone dependent on you, and so you're not you're taking on that responsibility. So I have a lot of respect for you, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Like I've had some pregnancy scares. And literally, and I'm thinking, shit, I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna have to do this. And like, obviously, it didn't follow through. But
I gathered.
Yeah, no, it didn't follow through. But I'm thinking in my head, yo, I'm gonna have to give up this. I'm gonna have to give up that. Like, so I have a lot of respect, like for people like you. You're juggling so much. And like I said, I think you will be an amazing mom to your son. You know what I mean? And I think he's gonna to be an amazing man.
He will, for sure.
Definitely. And okay. Something I want to know, bit controversial, and you're like, if money got like to a really, really big problem, have you considered OnlyFans?
No.
Nah.
Do you know what? The girls that can do it, get the bag.
Yeah,
I just couldn't.
You
Like,
could do
I
it.
just couldn't. Like, I don't like people having that sort of access to me. Like, just anyone. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't have that. It's just not something I could do. Like I'm saying, the girls that do it and they do well, fucking fair play. But me mentally, it's not the right thing for me. And also, people that don't have kids, cool. But me personally, I wouldn't want my kid to grow up and then it's not something that I want. Each their own, but it's just not for me.
You know, I do respect that. Like, I think like, see, it's a hard one, because you see these girls making like tens of thousands, not just a few hundred, like
some
tens
people
of thousands a month, like. Just like, obviously selling their body online. It's just because kind of going back to what we were saying before, there is an unlimited, I've said this before as well on another podcast, there is an unlimited army of just simps, of men just kind of would just give their money to these gal, just like, oh,
honestly, the three industries that always make money is sex, food, and drugs.
Yeah.
People always got to eat,
like
people
that.
got addictions, and people always want to fuck.
But I think that just goes to our like primitive animal
Yeah,
nature, doesn't it? Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? It just goes to that kind of like, oh, like, it goes to it. Like you're these people, they're slaves to their emotions and their desires, and they don't have that kind of
control it,
discipline to control what's, because otherwise you just do some dumb shit. But then I do respect that, because especially everything that's going on, like I don't judge girls that go on OnlyFans. Let's be fair. If I was a girl, I would consider it. Do you know
if it was something that was right for me, and I'd probably do it, innit? But it's not for me. Like I couldn't do it. But I know girls that do it, and they make PN, they're sick at it, and they're hot as fuck. Fucking go do it, man.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah, no, I do understand that. Listen, guys, we've come to the end of the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed. We've had Missink, the real life Daphne here. It's been such a pleasure speaking to you. You know what it is. Matchbox Media, we're going to be the best podcast in UK. Coming for the Bromtown setting. We're going to revolutionize the music industry. We're coming for all of it, man. We'll see you guys next on the next podcast. See you soon, man.
Contest, you're listening to the best. I ain't an average rapper, so I say that with chest. I'm stuck on time, 1-5 to make it rhyme. These are the words and the lyrics on the top of my mind. I'm coming high and mighty with a flavor so spicy. With a flavor so spicy, I'm making my dough, I'm making my pee. Now we're aiming for the top, now the top you see.